Sagittarius. So, there's a lot of good things going on for you. Some of you are really getting to a good place of fitness. I just seen a vision of someone jogging. So, you're trying to restore your health. Some of you could have had a health scare recently. It could have been like high blood pressure or like borderline diabetes. There is some level of a health scare that has you like juicing and running to fitness. It's going to work for you. If you are a Sagittarius that's really into holistic healing, this is actually going to benefit you. There's a few things showing up for you, Sagittarius. Some of you, if you have messy people, there might be a messy person that calls your phone and gossips to you about something that they heard, and you're just like, I don't have time for this. Like, you could be in a space where you feel like you're too grown for certain things, and you don't want to sound selfish. Some of you could have been protecting your energy and you could have seen it as selfish. You could be a Sagittarius that normally gives freely, gives your energy, gives your time, gives advice to people around you until you started to realize that it was taking a toll on you, and it was messing with your quality of life. You feel like all these different energies is coming at you and you just can't take it, and you're in a place where you feel like you just need to save yourself right now. Like, I don't know, like for you with this retrograde, this deep reflection had to do with you and how much you put your attention to the outside world and what other people are going through and trying to help people or intervening in things that you feel is just becoming like toxic or emotionally overwhelming for you. So you're gonna put yourself in a position where you're spending more time with yourself, but it's because you want to get to know you better. You want to get into the best shape of your life. You want to take care of yourself, and you don't want to allow the distractions to like destroy the direction that you're going to in your life. So that's what you're going to be focused on, Saggy. And it's crazy because it's like, why does it seem like as soon as you are focused, baby, you seem so focused, you could be pumped up. You could have listened to a podcaster or a YouTuber and you feel inspired. And this is something that you've always been wanting to do. You finally feel like you have the courage to start taking things more serious in your life. And now it's like all these energies is trying to come for you. Spirit says you had to step out of your comfort zone. Anything that you went through, it was to force you out of your comfort zone. It was to force you to think bigger. It was to force you to not settle for less. It's like Spirit didn't want people playing with you. A lot of you are like a chosen one. Some of you can see yourself as highly, highly spiritual and chosen. And when it comes to chosen people, the universe don't take you lightly at all. Like, they protect you so crazy because your energy is more exposed. Because if you are sensitive and you have healing energy, then you can attract in a lot of like damaged people. And not to say like you're not on your healing journey and you may not feel like they're, like you may say to yourself, well, I'm not perfect and I considered myself healing, but you're just not where you used to be, or you're just not where you're not damaged to the point where you're bleeding on people. That's not what you're doing. You're starting to really like save money and you're starting to like be more mature. That's what you're going through. You're maturing. You're just outgrowing a lot of things that you used to feel was entertaining or amusing or interesting. You're starting to lose interest in a lot of the things that used to excite you. They're starting to now overwhelm you. It's starting to overwhelm you now. So, and you're getting more happier with yourself. You're a Sagittarius that you can look in the mirror and you like what you see. And that's big. That's really, really big. You could have been a Sagittarius that felt at a point that you had to be picture perfect, or you had to match the status quo of what this generation feels is beautiful. And now you're starting to fall in love with who you are for you. You're not looking for the love outside you anymore. There's nothing wrong with wanting a companion, but I just see you beginning to fall in love with the person that's in the mirror, and that could have took a lot of work. I also hear hidden enemies. There could be people that that are really, really threatened about you. You know, like you could have fell off the map. You could be a Sagittarius that when you are really serious about yourself, you take yourself off of social media. You don't really reach out to people like that. And now that people see what you've been up to, it's almost like they feel threatened by it. If you changed and certain things that you used to like bring up, certain things that people used to bring up, you know, you used to kind of like somebody call your phone with gossip and you used to chip in a lot and you know, now that you seem different, it's a little threatening to the people that are still in that space. So that's what you're going to be going through. Some of you, dental hygiene, some of you could be a dentist. And if it's not you that works at a dental office, then you can be thinking about going to work in that industry. Or you can just have to go to the dentist for real. Some of you could just like, dang, my teeth hurts. I have a cavity or something, and you need dental work. But dentist came up. Let's see what your overall. You're gonna be hitting your goals this year. Well, Spirit says this week. If you have some goals, some of you can be purchasing a nice designer bag, or shoes, but if you had any goals that you felt you were trying to conquer, you were trying to get through, you're finally gonna be like checking a lot of things off. Especially if you have a list. I see a list. Like some of you could be manifestors in a sense where you write out the things that you want to materialize and you're going through it and you're checking things off. So you are like, you're winning. Like when it comes you versus you, you're starting to like win. You're really starting to get it. You're really starting to see the benefits of living in this life for real. Because I feel like when you first transition into this spiritual world, you can dance. And the dance is just like some days you're consistent with meditation. Some days you're consistent with setting your intentions and your goals. And then all of a sudden you fall off. You know, certain days you're good and you're eating healthy and you're going to the gym, and then you fall off. You start sitting in the bed with a bag of chips and some chocolate chip chewy some chocolate chip chewy cookies, and you're like, you know, feeling sluggish. You don't feel like going nowhere. So you could have been doing a dance between the two. You know, breaking addictions is not easy. But you're coming to more of a secure, stable place and choosing the healthier things for you. And even if you do have a day where you break open a big bag of chips and sit down, you're not being harsh on yourself if you do slip up. You know what I'm saying? You're being way more compassionate with yourself. Or Spirit is saying, when you do find yourself to slip back into old patterns, for you to have more compassion with yourself. But you're finding yourself. This is what you're going through, Sagittarius. This is like all about you coming into union with yourself and what it is that you truly want to do and what you're strong at, you know, and you're trying to work with the weaknesses that you have so that it doesn't slow you down or make you go back to who you used to be. Some of you could be in a relationship, because I felt that energy. In the beginning, I felt energy. If you're in a relationship, cover your man, cover your woman, because people are going to be trying to come for your relationship. In this season, people are coming for your relationship. And it's crazy. There's two things that are going to happen if you're in a relationship. If you're spending too much time with your lover and there's somebody who wants your attention, they're going to find a way to like break you free from the connection so that they can get more of your time. All right. And even vice versa. If you're with someone and now you're in a relationship and you're doing happy, whoever you're with, they could have an outsider that is pissed that they were able to like get over them and move on, and now they're happy. So they may try to do things in order to drag your person back down. So it's either your side if you're in a relationship, or it's the other person's side that is going to be putting them through that, you know? Let me see what else is coming for you. Decisions. Yeah, you're going to be making the decisions around your stability. What do you see yourself doing for the next 10 years? What do you see yourself doing for the next 5 years? Spirit says you're going to be setting heavy goals. You're gonna come to a decision. You know, right now you can come to this video and be at the Two of Swords. It's like, what do I really see myself doing for the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years? And you're going to sit with yourself and make that decision, and you're going to start to go hard. Like once you realize exactly what it is that you can see yourself doing, I just see you putting all of your time and energy into it. And you could have been going back and forth with this for a long time. One minute you could have felt like, oh, this is what I see myself doing, and I'm really, really sure about it, and I want to set myself up for the future, and and then after that you switch up. So the universe, what it is with manifesting when it comes to the universe, you have to make a solid decision, and you got to stand on it. Even when your world is shook into shit, you have to stand on that decision to show the universe how serious you are. So sometimes you may see a card that comes up that your commitment is being tested. Commitment being tested is the universe tests you when it comes to the decisions that you make to see, like, is your heart really in it? Are you sure you really want this? Because when this foundation is tested, do you run or do you stay and still build? If you stay and still build, it shows the universe that you're serious, and then you pass the test, and then abundance flows to you. That's how it works out, if you wanted to know. Ooh. And you can, warning, don't dismiss the red flags. You know what it is? I think you see the red flags in people around you, Sagittarius. I think you see it. I think you see the red flags in people around you. And there could be a true love. If you guys gotten into something, they regret the way that they treated you or how they made you feel. Another thing too, let me tell you, let me get into it for real. Another thing too, if you had a true love that did not value you, and now you have moved on, they regret what they've done to you. You know, they like, you could have seen the red flags in this person, but you really just still love them. You went along with it to see, maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe they're not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not that bad. Maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. You never know. You know. And the whole connection could have blew up in your face, and they regret it. So there's someone who has regrets. And I did speak in the beginning, if you are in a new connection, or if you're dating or seeing new people, you have an outsider that they want to come in, and that's why it's like, warning. You or the cross watcher has someone that regrets the way that they treated you. And it's almost like if you have a new person, then they would want to interfere in your new connection, or try to find a way so that you won't be able to move on. So just look out for it. It's just something to look out for. All right. Some of you may have a friend that's going to thank God for you. Like, if you helped your friend, or if you talked your friend into making a big decision over their life, they're going to take the leap of faith, and they're going to be so grateful that they had you in their life to get that advice from, because you're about to change one of your friends' lives for the better, and they're going to show you their gratitude. You're booed up. Sagittarius, you're booed up. Even if you're not in a serious commitment yet, I just see you boot up. Because I see you both scrolling. Like, you know, like how you can be scrolling on like Instagram, TikTok, or showing your person, whoever you're with, funny memes, or they can be doing this to you. Some of you feel like you don't have any solid friendships, and this is something that you're really going to want to manifest in your life. You know, some of you feel like you barely have any solid friends or people to go out with, hang out with, people that you can trust, people that you can look up to. Some of you may feel, you know, you may have people around you that they look up to you, but you want someone like a mentor. You want a mentor in your life that can support you through the transition you're going through right now, especially if you are changing career paths. Whoever you are around to, they feel like they've never met anybody like you. You're going to feel very like affectionate, very loving, very touchy-feely, very... You're going to feel You're going to feel in your feels. Okay, who's coming towards Sag? Some of you also may feel like your boss is spying on you. I just seen a vision of that. Like you may be wondering, like, why is my boss or my advisor spending more time on my floor or around me or near my classroom? Like, why are they all up on me? They're just, I see them taking inventory of everybody. Like, and I see that it's going to be happening for like the rest of the month. Like they could be getting strict. They could be hearing about people using the company time and not doing what they're supposed to do. So they're just taking inventory of seeing where the strong workers are, where the workers who are really slacking on the job. They could be doing an evaluation to make cuts. So if you're a Sagittarius that been slacking, just make sure you keep up, because this is the week that they really start to like evaluate your performance. Oh, whoever you're with, their energy is 8 of Swords. So they're trapped in their head about you. They're curious about you. This person is very, very curious about you. They want to know, like, they want to know about you. Your person could be a little suspicious of you, Sagittarius, if you're dating somebody right now, or if you're with somebody right now. They're very suspicious about you. And honestly, you be scrolling through your phone, laying in the bed with this person. They want to know who you talking to. Like that. I just see this, like you in your phone, like scrolling, and they want to know, like, who are you talking to? Or they want to know, is your ex trying to reach out to you? They want to know what you got going on for real, but they're not saying it. They're in their head about you. It's like a person who struggles with trust. You could be with a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo. You could be with an Aries. Aries came out. Do you have 2 options? Because 2 Kings came out. Are you texting 2 people? Are you in between 2 people? Because your person feels like you are anyway. Like, are you a player, Sagittarius? Come out wherever you are. Speak up, baby. Don't get quiet now. Who you playing? You could be with an air sign or an earth sign. Okay. Did I say air sign? A fire sign or an earth sign? It doesn't really matter what sign you're with. The point is they think you're hiding someone, like you're texting someone. And the truth is, I think you are too. Are you? Let me see. They also find you to be freakier than they expected. Sagittarius, only for a small portion of you. Some of you really are texting somebody else. And you really could be communicating with somebody else and traveling to see them. And you know, not for nothing. If this is just a boo thing, this ain't your real thing. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't have no title, you don't owe nobody nothing. So, but I'm gonna tell you now, if you are dating somebody, just know that they on to you, honey. They're on to you. They want this to work. They're afraid, but they want this to work. They really, really do. Look, 4 of Wands. Are you committed to somebody? Now I'm thinking, Sagittarius, what you doing outside for real? So there's 2 things. Some of you could be in a relationship already. Others of you, you're taking a break when it comes to being in a commitment, because you could have just gotten out of a relationship that was so toxic and you just want to date. Some of you really are just trying to date. You're just trying to find yourself. You're not trying to hurry and commit to one person right now. And you could be dating 2 different people, you know. But others of you, you could also be committed already and texting someone, a Cancer or an earth sign on the side. And you could be speaking to them about meeting up with them. Ooh, Sagittarius, this reading a little messy. They wanted to make you jealous. Isn't that so funny? Whoever this person is that thinks you're texting someone, they wanted to make you jealous. They want to make you jealous and they end up jealous. Baby, make it make sense. The tables done turn on them. And they don't like arguing, so they're not gonna bring it up to you if they feel like you are doing this. They're just gonna have it in their head and just be thinking. Some of you too may find out about a pregnancy. It says shocking news, pregnant, or you can surprisingly end up pregnant. Either you're surprisingly going to end up pregnant, or you're going to find out that someone else around you is pregnant, and it's going to shock you. Ooh, who's going to be pregnant? That's going to make you... You may find out that your ex, because it says too late. You may find out that your ex, you can look on social media and see that an ex is actually about to have a baby, and you can't believe it because you're like, wait a minute, how you have a baby on the way and you still been trying to DM me or text me and trying to get back with me, and all this time you had a baby on the way, and you're gonna free yourself because it's gonna hurt you. It's like now you're gonna know, okay. So that's the warning too. With that warning, you may find out that if you were considering taking somebody else back, that they have someone pregnant. So you have no choice but to move on. You have no choice but to move on. And then you have a new person that is going to fall in love with you. And they're going to be texting you love messages. It's your memories. If you don't really give into this, if you feel like you have a lot of anxiety around the new love that's in your life, it's because of everything that didn't work out in the past. That's the only thing that's going to make you second guess this person. That's a lot of times why you could even be seeing somebody on the side. If you're seeing someone on the side, even though this person is being loving and texting you and they're around you, they're making effort. If you're not 100% in it, it's only because of what you've been in the past, and you don't want to give all of yourself and then get hurt again. So this is probably why you're like leaving your options open. Like, no, I'm not, until they commit, until they're ready to commit, I'm not going to be committed to them. I'm going to be committed to myself and see what else is outside to see the best fit. Like, you're going to be on it like that. You're not going to want to attach yourself to one person if you're single. If you're in a relationship, your person can be in their feelings and could be drinking because they love you, but they feel like you could be sneaking around. Even if you're not, they just feel that way. Some of you are finally getting back to the heart of who you are and what it is that you really want to do. I see you cleaning. I see you listening to music. I see you excited. Like, you're going to have a lot of energy, a lot of energy. Some of you could be thinking to move to Florida because that just came out. Some of you could be thinking about starting a podcast and telling people about your journey. You know, like if you had a rough journey and you had to find yourself through spirituality, you could be thinking about speaking about your experience in hopes that it can wake people up and help them so that they don't have to go through what you went through. But you're going deep, baby. You're focused on purpose and power, you don't want just anything. You want to make an impact. You want to help people with what you've been through. You feel like this is your calling. And did I say chosen? Like, some of you guys could be a chosen one. If you do identify yourself like that, then that's probably why your calling is so large. Like, you feel called to speak over people's lives and bring them out of a dark place. Let me see. How do people, the new people, see you? What do they love about you? You open their minds. They find you really attractive. Crush. Yeah, crush. People have crushes on you because you're very attractive and you're very, very nurturing. And they find, yep, here it goes again. You're hot, baby. You look good. People want to show you off. Like, people, you're eye candy. People will do anything or say anything just to keep you strung along so that they can, you know, run around with you and show you off. And let's see for work. Oh, Spirit says you're healing your confidence. This was like the hardest thing you know, you felt like it was out of your control. You were feeling like so many things happened to you. How can you get your confidence back? Look what I've been through. And you're finally in a place where you're healing your confidence. That's what's happening. See, you're going to be careful of comparing yourself to others. Spirit says you're going to start to learn how to throw yourself into work more. Like some of you could have been struggling with stress, anxiety. Instead of you sitting with the stress, sitting with the anxiety, you're going to start to throw yourself into work. You're going to have way more courage to go after things that you were afraid. You were afraid to go after in the past. And others of you, you may just have a regular job because it says ordinary. You're just working every day, paying the bills, and trying to make the best of what you have. I'm going on the extended. I'm going to do both energies. All right. On the extended, I'll give you a full reading on this earth sign, and I'll give you a full reading on this fire sign. Or if you're with a Cancer. If you're with a Cancer and earth sign, I'm going to give you a whole full spread. And if you're with a fire sign, I'm going to give you a whole full spread on the extended, as well as messages about your family, your friends, your children. And if you own your own business, I'll have messages for you. The link will be in the description box. You can just click on it and come on to the other side. Love and light.